In this example of permutations and restrictions, let's look at the word poppies. So if you look at the word poppies, it has 7 letters in total, and letter P is repeated 3 times. All the other letters are repeated only once. So let's solve the first part of this question, that is no restrictions. You always start with putting just 7 blank dashes. Now because there's no restrictions, I'm just going to start off putting 7 and then -1 each digit. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This basically means that the answer is 7 factorial. But at the same time, you have to keep this in mind that letter P is repeated 3 times. So you have to divide the answer by 3 factorial. So you should get 840. In the second question, it says say if all the P's are together. There's 2 ways of doing this question. First is just put in the blank spaces. Let's start off with grouping the 3 P's together. This means this is just one block together. Now you're left with only 4 more spots. Because you have already 3 P's taken away, you're only left with 4 more letters. So permutations for those 4 spots is going to be 4 factorial, and because none of the other alphabets or letters are repeated, there is nothing in the denominator. So the answer is 4 factorial. Now imagine the 3 P's are moved one stop further and then one further until you have the 3 P's at the very last dash. We'll continue this until you've done this 5 times. For the answer is 4 permutations multiplied by 5, which is 120. In the last part, the condition is the first letter has to be P and the next one does not have to be P. So the first one is P for sure. Next one cannot be P, so it can be any letter but P. So let's see how many letters are we left with. So if out of 7 letters, 1 is taken away, you're left with 6. Out of those 6, there are 2 P's, you're left with 4 letters that are not P. So permutation for this particular is going to be 4. Now you are left with 5 more spots. In these 5 spots, you have 5 letters left, out of which 2 are P's, because 1 P, remember, is already taken on the first spot. So the answer of the rest of this part is going to be 5 factorial divided by 2 factorial, because 2 P's are still repeated. So answer overall is going to be 4 permutations, which is on the second spot, multiplied by 5 permutations, which is the second part of the question, divided by 2 permutations, because 2 P's are repeated. And it's confusing, but you should be able to get the answer, and it is 240. Let me know if you have any questions.